I've noticed that where control is concerned, by relinquishing what we call control and the worry of what we call control, by letting go of that, you actually gain more control. I can use an example. I had a dog. I was trying to leash train her. I had just a very limited leash because I was trying to teach her to walk beside me. But I got one of those, a retractable leash. And by giving her freedom, I actually gained more control. So by relinquishing what you call control and looking at it from a higher plane, the less you try to control, the more control you have. Does that make sense? And another thing I noticed when I go into a Reiki session, I've noticed when I get in the presence of Source, my vest will become so overwhelmed that it just weeps. My spirit, my soul will be happy and thrilled and overjoyed, but my vessel becomes emotional. Because to be in that presence, when you connect to that loving energy, there's nothing quite like it. There's no word trying to describe spiritual experiences with three-dimensional words. We are so contained by our language. If we could learn to speak and understand energy, I read energy better than I read words. So if you can put spiritual concepts into language, words is virtually impossible. And I applaud those who can do it. Susan, you do it very well. Sam, you do it very well. I'm still learning that. Trying to put into words the experiences that I have, and I have had. I know my first experience was I put a piece of apophyllite on my third eye. I'm very attuned with crystals, have been all my life. I put a piece of apophyllite on my third eye and just leaned back and let what may come, may come. I was given basically a remote viewing of this large purple light grid, and attached to this grid, the only way I can describe it, were fiber optic strands, and they came down, and at the end of each strand, there was a bubble of light, but it wasn't contained. It was just like a light burst. And the guy that was with me, I asked, I said, "What is this?" And he said, "This is you." So basically, it was what you would call the soul grid, Sam.
Yes.
Right. It was all of us connected, but each individually in the way, and we all have our personal heart chakra, but right above it is something called our transpersonal heart, and that's what we share with the collective.
Right. Those fiber optic cables you were describing, it reminds me of my vision with our light vehicles, which is our individual light that you were just talking about. And for me, I saw it as this great, great light, and out from that light were tentacles. And
yes.
Tentacles maybe like an octopus. And they went in every direction, and they entangled with everyone else's tentacles. And those tentacles were what actually formed the grid that we hold together here on Earth. And it was quite amazing to actually visualize that and see it and know that's us. That's our energy. Look at how we connect. Look at how our arms reach out and touch each other, because they're not our physical hands, but these are our essence, our true being, our true energy. That is